So Radha is very deep, and even Krishna cannot understand her glories, the glories of Srimati Radhika. Srimati Radhika is a nun. And so Radha and Krishna, they are meeting together, and what happened this time? Radha, she became, she had a Haituki man. Prema has this kutilata, which means that something is. So she got this Haituki man, this anger, this man with no reason, and she abandoned Krishna and she went on the other side, to the other side of Radha Kunda. And Radhaji, what happened? Her smell is so nice, and also the cloth that she wears is so nice. And when the wind was blowing, and this wind took the smell of Srimati Radhika to Krishna, and Krishna said, "Oh, Pavanadeva, your life is successful. What are you doing with Radhaji? You are playing with her clothes, and this wonderful smell, Anchal. It's the end part of the cloth, and you are playing with this cloth of Srimati Radhika, and this is very fragrant. And Krishna is saying these words. You are very fortunate, and also myself, I am very fortunate because now you are playing with this Anchal, this cloth of Srimati Radhika, and you are bringing me this wonderful smell. Gurudev is right to explain this wonderful Harikatha. This Radhaji, when she is in Manavata, when she is angry, what is the reason of this? This is because in order to give happiness to Krishna. And all this Srila Vishwanath Chakrabarti explains in a wonderful way. Krishna himself, in the form of the vana, he comes until Radhaji. He manifests in front of Radhaji and he asks all the things about Brahma. Why Radhaji is in this Manavata? Why was she angry? She was angry to give happiness to Krishna. That's the difference between this world and the spiritual world. इसलिए तो Krishna Maharaj Goswami Chaitanya Charitamrita, he wrote that even though Srimati Radhika, she has all the qualities, and with all these qualities, so beautiful and wonderful qualities she has, she can conquer and defeat Krishna, and she's that person who gives all happiness to Krishna. But if this bliss of rasa would not happen if there wasn't these so many lovers. So that's the reason why Srimati Radhika she manifests all these sakis, these gopis. Especially the 8 heroines, Lalita, Shakas, Devi, Tuvavidya. All these Astasakis, they are the personification, the manifestation of each bhava of Srimati Radhika. For example, Lalita and Vishakha, they are this bhava manifested in the form of Srimati Radhika. They manifested to give happiness to Krishna. So these types of heroines. There are many kinds of heroines, and these manifestations, these humors, is to give happiness to Krishna. And also, Lalita has a speciality. We are talking about this now. In Bhava, everything is can become upside down. For example, Radhaji. We were reading the commentary of Janani Manan that Srimati Radhika, she does not accept Radhika Vishaka teach Srimati Radhika, but Srimati Radhika does not accept teaching from anyone. There are many things involved, that is called the Prema Devi. So the river of Prema flows backwards on the other side. The river of Prema is like that. Sometimes it goes straight, sometimes it goes opposite way. This is not easy. It's not only with logic that you can understand it. So, for example, we are talking about Acharya. Who is Acharya? Yesterday we were talking about this. That person that everything manifests in his heart in a spontaneous way. But you can say, wait, Shrimati Shakadeva, she teaches Shrimati Radhika also, right? Lalita Devi also. Lalita Sakashwari Padaswami speaks, he says, what? So Radha, she was in mind, and then this time Krishna, to finish with this man. Shrimati Radhika is Holy Gopi. Radhaji is very simple. The more you are simple, externally, maybe you look cruel, hard-hearted, but inside, the heart is like lotus, is very soft. So after Shrimati Radhika, she forgets about everything. She forgets about what happened. She leaves her anger aside. But Lalita, she wants to teach. She wants to teach Shrimati Radhika. But before I told Shrimati Radhika, she doesn't learn anything from anyone. But now we're saying that Lalita is teaching Shrimati Radhika. So Radha, listen, she says, listen what I'm saying. He is he's like Krishna externally hypocrite. Externally he's showing something. So I'm going to tell a story to you. There was a snake. The snake was stuck inside a basket. So, a rat, a mouse, also was inside the basket. And the mouse was afraid of the snake. And the snake said, "Oh, little rat, don't be afraid of me. I'm also here, stuck in this basket, so we have to be friends." Because according to Shastra, so we are here stuck in the basket. Let's be friends. I'm not going to eat you because you're my friend. What is the duty of a friend? Where? When a friend has some difficulty, what do you have to do? You have to help your friend. Who is a real friend? Bandhu. This is Shloka explains. When there is a moment of adversity in someone's life, you don't even have to call your friend, and your friend comes. This is a real friend. Oh, Maharaj doesn't even call me. You can say. A friend is like this. When you don't even call and he comes to your house. So I'm going to tell you a story. It's a brief story. So the snake told the mouse, "You have a very sharp teeth, right? So what you have to do? What is the word? You have to bite the basket, so we can go out. Then we can go out of the basket." So the mouse thought, this is true. I'm going to die. I'm going to die anyway. So if I don't do what the snake is telling me, she's going to kill me. So what he did, the mouse, he cut the basket and he made a hole in the basket. The snake went out of the basket. When she went out, she said, "Oh, my friend, you helped me so much. Let's do something. Let's hug and give a kiss to say goodbye." So the snake actually, she ate the mouse. So the snake, when she has this she wants something. That's why she made friendship. It's not true friendship. So in the same way, Lalita Devi, she's telling Mathura, "Oh, don't listen to the Krishna. Inside, outside, he's showing something, but inside, it's not being true. He's a hypocrite." Like a person who is always like, "Oh, Maharaj, Maharaj." So Lalita is she's telling Maharaj, you have to continue, keep it this anger. Yesterday I told that Shara is a person that does not learn from anyone, but now Lalita is teaching Srimati Radhika how to stay in Bhagya Baba. So what happened? Lalita Devi also gave instructions to Srimati Radhika. The realm of love is very beautiful. These are not strict. There are many definitions. I told something about Acharya, and now this is different explanation now. So Lalita tells Srimati Radhika, you're a daughter of a king. You don't even, your feet is so soft, more soft than the petal of the lotus and cotton. So how is it possible that you walk on the floor, especially in the nighttime, to meet Krishna? If you say, how are you going to put your feet on the ground, especially in the nighttime, it rains? It rains a little bit during the nighttime. And you know that in Braja path, how is it? The path of Braja. When you do Vrindavana Parikrama, the path is very difficult. The Guru Purnima, it was raining so much. Those days it was more difficult to walk. Nowadays it's more easy. The path is easy. So the path of Braj is full of thorns and stones. And Lalita Devi was telling Mathura, you have to practice. How? She was going to practice. First, you you have to throw water on the floor. So she took like a bucket and throw the water on the ground, on the earth, on the dirt. So first you have to learn this, how to walk on this mud. Because Krishna, he walks very freely, very easily, but you cannot walk like this, especially the Westerns. Once we were going to Durvasa place, and there was this path was very narrow, and it was so hot, and all the Videshis, the Westerns, they were like this, suffering. For us, it's not so much, but because we are used to it, it was just a little hot, little bit. But for them, we were even laughing because we walk barefoot, but the Western they never walk without shoes, and it was hot, so they were like, "Oh, it's so hot, so hot." So how? How, Radhaji? Lalita told, first you have to practice, and after, okay, now you have to do something. Look, can you see something in the dark? So Lalita Devi, she put what? She put some blindfolding on the face of Srimati Radhika, and she said, okay, now go. Another thing. When you go, because if you're walking during the night, that night, and the ankle bells are making noise, everybody's going to look. So you have to hold these ankle bells in your, so they don't make noise. And another thing, it's a rainy season, so many snakes are there. So you have to learn. So you have to learn a mantra to control the snakes. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, after many lifetimes, when this fortune manifests, the soul, under the orientation of Lalita Devi, she can serve Srimati Radhika. Our Guru Parampara, under the guidance of Lalita, you are going, and then after that, then you get to attain Radhaji. And when you attain Radhaji, then you can serve Yugala Sarkar, then you can attain the divine couple. So Lalita Devi is in our Guru, our Parampara, and she has a great speciality. And in the dinner of Mahaprabhu, the same Lalita Devi manifests as Swarupa Damodara, and this Vishaka manifests as Raya Ramananda. Therefore, the Maharaj of this realm of love it's not speak one word and finish. Actually, there are many conceptions, and we have to learn all this. We have to learn many things. Because if we don't study the scriptures and listen from Guru, won't be able to have the vichara, the conception. And this verse explains that only when Krishna manifests in our heart, we will be able to have this spiritual realization. Automatically, it's not that you're going to become erudite. It's not only with your intelligence, but when you accept the anugatya of Guru, and when you sit in front of Guru, and serve Guru also, and with all, and when this bhava of Guru manifests in your heart, then you have this realization, self-realization. This will manifest spontaneously, so you have to serve. I remember Gurudev speaking about this. You want prema, so you have to cut your head and give to your Guru. You have to cut off your head and give to Guru. You have to be a sold out animal. It's like when you sell your cow. The cow is not yours anymore. So what you have to do? You have to offer yourself to Guru as like a sold animal. So you serve and other things. And with the mercy of Guru, all kinds of bhava automatically, spontaneously, they will manifest in your heart. We can see this in the life of Param Maharaj. Even though he was a Nitya Mahapurusha, Priya Saki of Srimati Radhika, very nearest Ramana Manjari. Still, in order to explain the souls of this world, they do this Guru Seva and they do this the great effort. They serve Guru. This year, it's like 50 years anniversary of the disappearance of Bhakti Pragyana Keshava Goswami Maharaj. So we listen to his life and we get so much enthusiasm because he did so much Guru Seva. Param Guru Maharaj in his life, Vinod Bihari Brahmachari, he had a family, rich family. When he took shelter in Prabhupada, Prabhupada told him, look, he told him to go to Calcutta to serve the temple. And he used to stay in bus, in temple to collect like 1 cent of rupees. He collected donations in the train, in bus, cents. And this he did in the June, July. It was very hot season. And there was a football field. And in the lunchtime, 1:30 to 2 p.m., now, Gurudeva used to cry when he was talking about his Vishnu, Gurudeva Goswami Maharaj, when he was talking about the glories of his Guru. His eyes were full of water. My Gurudeva, he was speaking, he served, in which way he served Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, my Gurudeva. So in that football soccer field, in a place in the corner, there was a tree, and he was sitting in the shadow of the tree. Under the tree, he was sitting. So what happened? 2 or 4 minutes, the shadow changed its place. So imagine you the whole day he was working so much, so he was sleeping, and the sun rays were scorching him. And on the same time, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, he was passing by in that place. And the devotee that was driving, he saw and told Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, look, Vinod Brahmachari, he was there laying down under the sun, so hot sun. So when Prabhupada saw this, his heart melted because it was for serving Krishna and for my seva. He saw. And when Gurudeva used to tell this, Gurudeva said, the body of my Guru was so soft. It was as like gold. Now this body was like burning in the sun. And the Prabhupada's heart melted. Krishnadara Maharaj, he told, in this moment, all the mercy of Prabhupada went manifested in Bhakti Pragyana. Because the more you do seva, this is not in vain. When you do Nishkapat seva without duplicity or hypocrisy to Guru, nothing would be in vain. Nothing will be in vain. So Bihari Brahmachari, we see his life. We have to study his. If we study his life, we'll have so much realization in our life. The form that our gurus they served and they follow the instruction of their gurus. If we don't do seva, what will we achieve? We, if you chant 2 or 4 rounds of japa, you think you achieve something. You can do this for millions of lives, billions of lives, and you will not achieve anything until you do this Guru Susraya. Guru Seva is our goal. We're not talking about achieve Bhagavan. Our only aim is to serve Guru and please Guru. Please Guru is our only aim in our life. And this also can be, we can apply this to Krishna also. Krishna, he stayed in the ocean of Sunny.
Okay. Shade. Radhe Radhe.
वो सेवा कोई प्राप्त नहीं है। इसलिए विनोद बिहारी ब्रह्मचारी जीवन चरित हम पढ़े, उसके अध्ययन आदि करें, हम हृदय में हमारी इच्छा है जब हमारे गुरु आचार्य लोग गुरु वर्ग किस प्रकार गुरु के सेवा आदि कैसे गुरु के आदेश के पालन क्यों हम जब तक सेवा नहीं करेंगे कहाँ दो चार माला कर लिया थोड़ी हो जाता है, तो हजारों साल करोड़ साल तक करने में कुछ नहीं होगा, करोड़ जन्म तक करने में कुछ नहीं होगा जब तक हम शास्त्र में कहते हैं गुरु शुश्रूषा भक्ता सर्व लाभ संगेन साधुना ईश्वर आराधना। गुरु सेवा ये चरण हमारी उद्देश्य है। भगवत प्राप्ति हो नहीं हो उसकी तरफ हमें देखना नहीं है, हमें देखना एक ही हमारे लक्ष्य है गुरु सेवा के द्वारा गुरुदेव कैसे हमारे पसंद है, गुरु पसंद का ही हमारे जीवन के एकमात्र लक्ष्य है। ये पर राधा जी की तरफ भी देख लीजिए, कृष्ण की तरफ भी अप्लाई कर लीजिए। स्वयं कृष्ण भी अपने गुरु के सेवा के लिए कितने क्या ना ठेका शांतिपुनी के आश्रम में रहा, गुरु सेवा किया। यहाँ पर भी यदि कदर रस तत्व में यदि कृष्ण के गुरु कौन है, राधा, राधा के सेवा के लिए नाम क्या क्या आदि कर दिया। इसलिए हम भी ऐसे प्रार्थना करते हैं सभी गुरु वैष्णव जीवन में ऐसे थोड़ा आभास भी आ जाए गुरु सेवा करने की इच्छा गोविंद बल हरि गोपाल बोलो गोविंद बल हरि गोविंद बल हरि गोपाल बोलो गोविंद बल हरि मन गिरिधारी गिरिधारी शरण अरे गाओ क्या अच्छा कितने राधा रानी की वो मेरी बिनती यही है राधा रानी कृपा बरसाए रखना, कृपा बरसाए मेरी बिनती यही है राधा रानी कृपा बरसाए रखना, कृपा बरसाए हे महारानी कृपा बरसाए रखना, कृपा ओ मुझे तेरा ही सहारा महारानी